How's it going, guys? Great Disciple back with another gameplay, and this is a good one. This is another nuclear. It's with the Razorback and it's on Fringe, but this one's a little different because I get a lot of kills in this, and that's something I want to talk to you about. First off, let me talk about the best setup to go for a nuclear, in my opinion. First off, we'll talk perks. I run Ghost because I like to run Spawn, and since I'm usually in the enemy spawn, if a UAV goes up, and if you notice in my gameplays, I'm constantly running, so I always have Ghost on so I can catch them off guard. Even though I use an unsuppressed weapon, I'm still weaving and moving so quick in the spawn, it's really hard for them to track me. For my second tier perk, I go with Scavenger. I know a lot of people run Fast Hands. I need Scavenger because I run out of bullets. I find that with most guns, you can go on about a 15 gun streak before you run out of bullets. So just keep that in mind. So I run Scavenger. In my third tier, you know what I run. It's always Dead Silence and Awareness. Now, if you don't rely on sound as much as I do, you could take Awareness off and go with Fast Hands with Scavenger in the second tier, but I like Awareness a lot. People say that it doesn't work anymore. I can still hear people across the map. I don't care what anybody says. I can hear them coming from a mile away. As for lethal, I like Semtex. I see some people run trip mines, but with trip mines, I have a tendency to kill myself. Not that I'm shooting them, but I'll place them in doorways and windows and things, and as I'm jumping out and they're jumping in, they blow up and they kill me. So I stopped doing trip mines. I like Semtex because I'm a pretty good aim with my throws. So when they're taking flags and stuff, I can launch a Semtex and try to get a cheap kill here or there. Or I like to throw Semtex at spawn. And you'll see me do that from time to time. As for the gun, I mean, I've been playing a lot with the Razorback. Now that I'm done going for dark matter and diamond camos and stuff, I play with the Razorback a lot now. It's kind of a every map type gun. You can pretty much do anything with it. I use the Kuda, but you know, I overused it. I think the Weevil's better than the Kuda now. The HVK is a lot of fun. The Dingo, I pull that out whenever, you know, I just get mad at people. So you'll see me use the Razorback a lot. As for setup on the Razorback, I've talked about it before, but some people still bring it up. The ELO sight is my favorite sight on it. I also run stock because of that sidestep ability, which is amazing. It saves me so much. And then fast mags because I like that quick reload, because since I'm always running spawn, I'm usually coming up against 3 or 4 guys at a time. Okay, so there you go. That's my best setup. Now, as for Scorestreaks, you know, people would argue that UAV, counter UAV HATR is the best route to go, and if not that, UAV HATR power core. But here's the thing, I'm starting to run a lot by myself, and when I'm not with a team, I really, or at least a couple of buddies, not a full team, but I like to have at least one lethal. Okay, so UAV HATR are always going to be there. So what's that third kill streak or score streak going to be? You have a choice between 4, in my opinion. You can go with the Sentry, which is really good because you can get a lot of them in there and they can cordon off an area of the map. Really good, especially if you're trying to manipulate spawn. You can go with the Talon, but you don't want to control it. You want it hovering over you, but that Talon, not only can it kill you, but it's also going to steal a lot of your kills. Yeah, you're probably wondering, how would it kill me? Not just from shooting, but it blows up. And when it blows up, it hurts you. And I hate that about the Talon. Also, since I play off sound a lot, it's hard for me to hear people with that Talon buzzing around my head. So I don't really like the Talon. You can do the Cerberus, but if you're not controlling that Cerberus, it really doesn't do a whole lot. At least that often, it doesn't do a whole lot. The Wraith. Now, the Wraith, in my opinion, is the best route to go. Outside of a sentry gun, the Wraith and the sentry, you could flip a coin on that, okay? Because that Wraith, once you put up the Wraith and the HATR, the enemy's got to decide which one they want to shoot out first. So I like the Wraith a lot, okay? Or you got Wraps. I run Wraps until I unlock the Wraith. The problem with the Wraps is you unlock it after the HATR goes up, so you have to get a couple kills after the HATR, and then when the Wraps are rolling around on the ground, it's a lot like the Swarm in Black Ops 2. You run the risk of them blowing up by you, so just be careful about that. Okay, so personal opinion, UAV Wraith HATR or UAV Sentry Gun HATR is the best route to go. And always, and I talk about this a lot, best specialists to use on a nuclear streak is combat focus, just because you're trying to recast your streaks as often as you can. As for Fringe, I know it's a Fringe nuclear once again. I just love this map. I have a couple nuclears I'm going to be uploading here soon. I got one on Breach, actually 2 on Breach and 1 on Exodus. The one on Exodus was awesome because we joined late, down 100 to 39. Going into the second half, I went full try-hard mode, and oh my gosh, I finished the game 66-5. I think I got 9 unstoppable medals on that. And then I got this wicked nuclear on Combine, which I think was only my second nuclear on Combine. And I got a kill chain in it as well. I mean, that nuclear was crazy. And it was my highest scoring game to date as well. I broke 11,000 score in that game. So that one will be coming soon also. You may be wondering why I haven't posted any PlayStation gameplays. I have a bunch. I'm noticing the audio messes up a lot in it. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong with my Elgato. I've been messing around with it some here and there, trying to figure out if I have a setting wrong. So if you guys know something that I don't know that are on PlayStation, let me know. If y'all use Elgato, I'm noticing a lot of people on PlayStation don't even use Elgatos. So, like the gameplay that I wanted to bring you, my double nuclear fail, there's no game audio in it, so I don't know if I want to upload it or not. I'm trying to figure it out. As for actually playing on the PlayStation, the connections still for me are give and take. If I play solo, I tend to have really good connections. Once I start matching up with my subs, the connection just goes down. I mean, it's not fun. And then, I mean, the connection over the weekend when DLC dropped on Xbox, it was awful. I have some clips of where I'm shooting a guy, and then all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, he's standing on my left shooting me. I mean, the connections were atrocious to say the least. And then the PlayStation, man, I am trying to get that remote down. It's the left joystick. It kills my thumb. And then, I've tried to explain this before, but if you look at the controller, like on the Xbox, the D-pad is below the left analog stick, whereas on the PlayStation, the D-pad is above the left analog stick. And it's just that muscle memory. Man, it drives me crazy, especially in-game when I'm trying to call in streaks. Oh, it's frustrating. I don't know. So this game, I dropped 96 kills. It should have been 100 plus. I made some mistakes on it. If I was running 2 lethal streaks, there's no telling how high I would have got on score on this one, but oh well, what could have been. But it's a nuclear nonetheless. If you guys like the video, hit that thumbs up button. As always, leave a comment down below. Let's talk a little bit about best setups for nuclears, and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.